good morning everybody and welcome to the Potters Resorts 2022 World Indoor Bowls Championships live from Hopton-on-Sea. Well, we're starting our World Open singles this morning with the first game, Mervyn King against Scott Edwards. Well, let's have a little look what we have for the rest of today. Well, some top class bowls at 2 o'clock. David Gourlay MBE faces Pat Briscoe. Following that game around 3:30, Paul Foster MBE against John McCrory. And the evening's game at 7:30, Mark Royal against Catherine Reddall. Our match officials for this singles tie, our marker is Francis Fletcher, the umpire is Neil Bryce, and on the shot clock is Bernie Hill. Well, let's get this show on the road. We're going to go live to the portable rink with our MC, Mr. Johnny Lath.
Oh, thank you, Jason. Well, first out this morning, ladies and gentlemen, is a player who is ranked 17 in the world. He has multiple open singles titles with his name and is a former quarter-finalist in this event. And just yesterday, he made it through to the semi-finals of the open pairs. Give a warm welcome to Scott Edwards. Well, Scott's opponent this morning has 7 WPT titles to his name, a former mixed pairs, open pairs, Scottish Open and singles world champion. Please welcome ranked number 9 in the world, it is Mervyn King. And you have your commentary, Jason Parkinson. Thank you.
Thanks very much, Johnny. Once again, everybody, good morning. Welcome back to the World Singles here at the amazing Potters Resort in Hopton-on-Sea. Joining me in the commentary box this morning is David Bolt. Good morning, David.
Morning, Jason.
Good game on the cards this morning.
Looking forward to it today, Jason. I think we've got 4 really good games.
23.5 metres.
For those of you who've been following the schedule for some time, this round Mervyn was due to play the South African qualifier. Unfortunately, as we approach Christmas, the travel restrictions changed once again and was not allowing South Africa to travel. Scott Edwards on the PBA ranking list. He was the highest ranked player that wasn't already in the competition, so Scott got the invite to take over the South African's position. Scott is also number 17 in the world, so he's just hiding outside the top 16, so this is a good chance for him, David.
Really good chance. And he's started off very well anyway. He's been performing really well around the UK circuit for a few years now, Scott. This is going to be a really good battle.
And of course now we're at the singles stage, the shot clock is in operation. You'll see that just behind the rink. Each player gets 30 seconds to send the ball from when the last one stops. Each player gets 5 timeouts during this game, and that gives them an additional bit of time just to think about the shot. Oh, good hit.
Oh, he needed one as well. What a start from Scott. Does wonders for the nerves when you get those first 2 close.
Yeah, that's right. Everybody always wants to get off to a very good start. He's played a very difficult length as well for the first end, almost minimum. He's played 3 exceptional balls though.
Scott will be thinking not the worst thing in the world, getting Mervyn running with his second ball of the match. Not allowing him to settle on a pace.
Yep, such a steady draw player, Mervyn King.
He is.
Won this event back in 2006. I'm quite surprised he's not won it again since. You know, he's such a steady, consistent player over the last 20, 30 years, you know. And I really thought he might have won it since then. Just shows you the calibre of the field.
Yeah, he's very, very solid draw bowler. Doesn't really let balls short of the head bother him.
4 feet.
Big ball this early doors. 3 down.
Certainly is.
Doesn't look a mile away.
Just needs to run, I think.
Not quite. Great start from Scott.
3 shots, Scott Edwards.
Zero 3, first end.
As usual, if you can't stay with us throughout the whole of this game, all our videos are live all the time on the Facebook channel and also YouTube. We have live press releases being posted at the end of each sessions, and on our website also on worldbowlstalk.org. A slightly different website this year, it's just .org at the end.
Two players, I don't think the shot clock's going to bother either of them, are they? Quick on the mat, don't mess around.
Yeah, you're right, most of the players, you don't really let that bother them. You'll have to get a move on, David.
Definitely. Getting old, you know.
Scott Edwards now the manager of the Westlicott Bowling Club. Loves his poker and fitness.
Great adjustment.
Bar off, please. 2-inch gap.
I'd be inclined just to follow that down, just try and get to the back red bowl.
Yeah. We talked last night as well about a lot of the players. It's not the first time here, they've been here a couple of times now, and it's going to make a big difference, I think.
Yes, Scott got to the quarter-finals of this World Singles back in 2019. Has played on the portable rink a few times, like we said.
2 green.
Just the nerves aspect and not knowing what to expect has already been done and got out of the way with, so you can actually just come, you know what to expect, just concentrate on your game. I think we might have a few surprise wins this year.
Yeah, like I say, I think these 4 games we've got today, there's going to be 4 real battles. Scott started like a house on fire here.
Just slightly nipped the line.
Great strength again as well.
Playing with one of the Drake's Pride Professional Pro 50s. Mervyn just looking to get 1-2 on the bowl.
Forget about it.
One shot, Scott Edwards.
Cut it down.
Set score 0-4 after 2 ends.
I think it's also quite good that Scott did very, very well in the
Length,
open
23.5
pairs.
meters.
Just losing out in the semi-final with his partner, Dean Warmington of America. Gives him some good match play on the green.
Ah, definitely. That extra time on the portable rink can only help with singles.
I think it's the match play, isn't it, as well? You know, when you play singles, it's sometimes very hard to start playing various shots at different lengths. I think the match play is really, really crucial.
I also think it's quite important to just play some of those shots where you're not centre rink, where the jack's moved and you're using different parts of that portable rink just to see how it reacts. I'm sure he's had a lot of that to do in the pairs.
Mervyn, a very much outdoors kind of person, likes going out with all his dogs and his kids. Working his way slowly back up this world ranking list, David. You know, he's been highest he's been for some time now. You know, down to single figures, so it just shows you, you know, the want to do well is still there.
And the ability certainly is as well. As we said, he's just such a rock solid player. He's never going to be far away. One thing he certainly won't do is panic at this stage. Being 4-0 down, he'll have been here many times before. Scott just giving him a chance here.
One thing he doesn't do is panic into
3 and 3.5 feet.
Scott will be really frustrated here because he's built up a nice little 4-shot cushion there and he's let Mervyn in here. Regardless of what he does with his last ball, probably gives him a shot for a 3 or a 4.
Well, just needs to find the decent pace with this one. Asking it to stop.
Yeah, he looks slightly over. Gonna beat the back.
Well, if it falls down, it might be in.
One red.
Oh, good second though, that, David.
Yeah. Put her in a nice position and he can't really attack it, so I think Merv will just be drawn to make 2 here.
See the shot clock there, timing down.
It looks on a good line.
Just needs to get by his own. I just don't think he's making the trip.
One shot, Mervyn King.
well. I think we'll see an
Set
awful lot
score,
longer length jack
1-4
from
for
Mervyn.
3 ends. Jack length 25.5 meters.
Mervyn just not quite nailing a pace at the moment. He's in and around the area, but not getting that jack length. Good start again here from Scott. Yep, very good stuff.
Just a slightly bigger hand, that, isn't it? The
It is.
forehand in this direction. It's the bigger of the two.
Slight contrast to the same hand going backwards, where you can get a slightly tighter line going that way.
One red.
Well, that's the shot. Anything inside it for Scott, even a touch on the jack would be a great bonus.
Looks on a better line.
Just needs to stop, I think. Here it comes. Yep.
Yeah, well, God.
One green.
That's probably just taken Scott Edwards' shot away from him to make the 304. He'll just be following Mervyn Kings.
One green.
To line the one, he won't want to turn it in. He'll swap to his forehand. Oh, plenty of time left.
No panic. A great line again. Yeah, very good, Scott.
Yep.
Very good stuff.
Two shots, Scott Edwards.
It's early in the game, but it's really important to take those little chances. Just keep the pressure on.
Yeah, when you have a free shot at it.
Set score 1-6 after 4 ends.
Certainly preferring the shorter length,
Length
Scott.
24 meters.
Yes, he is. He's been playing them well. He just had that one little slip on the third end. But go again. A shorter format. You just need to keep winning ends, don't you?
You do.
The more ends you win, the more ends that's got left for your opposition to get back into this game.
Yeah, I think that's why it's psychologically, I think it's really important to just take those little chances, because it just keeps it in your opponent's mind that they just can't leave you them at the end of the day.
Well, Scott wants to just try and drift underneath this bowl. Nearly.
One green.
Scott will now also follow Mervyn down. Anything inside the last one could get another.
Certainly a tighter line there. Just needs to hang on with this, I think. Yeah, a bit of a chance missed there.
Yes.
Mervyn will just keep plugging away on this draw. I think it's really important for him just to start a nail a good pace. Just pulling up short again, eh? Scott just going deep with that one. I think he must be expecting Merv to maybe come down the other hand, turn the jack away.
Yeah, had he have drawn for another one, left it short, he did have a little trail maybe for a 3.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's seen the shot.
Doesn't want to get Scott's other ball though, does he?
Might get 1-2. There's the connection,
There
and the
it
other
is.
connection.
One shot,
Play
Mervyn
ball.
king.
There's a lot of percentage
That's
down
good.
that hand, David. A lot of balls to work with.
There was. He had the ball to take out for 1, or he had the jack round the corner for 2. Plenty of options. Merv will go a little bit longer this time.
I thought it might have gone maybe 27 metres.
Certainly the longest end they've played, I think.
Jack length 29 meters.
This is where you really want to put that first ball really close again, just to get Merv thinking, Craig, what length do I play?
Yeah, can play any length.
Looks a good line. Great start again. It is definitely the biggest hand on the green, that one, swing-wise.
Yeah, almost a full length, so you can see it's finishing it. Scott's even your left-handed, so for a right-handed player it would even bend slightly more.
Yeah.
Mervyn's just not dropping on his length at the moment.
Ball in there from Scott. Keeping the pressure on.
This is definitely better. Just needs to navigate the front green ball.
Great have it.
1 green.
Same again for Scott. Little touch round the corner wouldn't go amiss.
Yep, just tidy it up a little bit. Put Mervyn in all kinds of trouble if he does. Don't think he's wide enough.
No.
Mervyn surely must swap his hand now to his forehand, yeah. It's a nice open draw.
Can afford to be slightly underneath as well, sitting to the 2 balls. As he pushed.
Doesn't look far enough. Well, something similar for Scott Edwards. He can afford just to be up. He can turn this jack around the corner for 3. If he's slightly underneath, he can get to the red bowl also and make 3.
Yeah.
There's no danger because there's nothing directly past, so 2 footer pace.
Nice to play the shot as well when you've got the confidence to know it's going to get back. Doesn't look a mile away. Certainly making 2.
Oh,
Yeah,
great ball.
balls.
Great ball.
2 shots, Scott Edwards.
Set score 2-8 after 6 ends.
So Scott Edwards, 6 in front now, just 3 ends to go.
Just got to maintain from this point onwards for this set.
Yeah, just keep it close. Keep the heads close, don't lose anything silly.
Jack length 24 meters.
Slightly over again from Merv. The great opportunity with this format, regardless of what happens this first set, you can reset again, can't you, and go again in that second set.
Yeah, that's the beauty of sets. Which keeps it more interesting.
Yeah. Good adjustment here from Scott.
My goal, please.
2.5 feet.
Well, he's played a great one here, I think.
Yes.
Just to get over the seam.
Good tight second ball of the object here for Scott. Try and restrict Merv from getting another. Yeah, another worse ball.
Scott's last bowl short, please.
Scott's last bowl, 18 inches short of jack high.
That's second, is it?
Second bowl.
Something very similar for Mervyn. Good pace just round the outside of his shot bowl. Get back to the centre would be very good.
potentially see a lot of players change their hand there as well, wouldn't they, with that last ball from Scott? Forgetting about the ball that they just played, they would probably go down the open hand where they can see the jack.
Favourites only one.
Yeah, you see that quite a lot, don't you, in kind of at club level. As soon as the ball kind of short of the jab. Well, not far away, just needs to make the trip.
Great line. What a line this is. Oh, perfect. Okay, that's a great ball.
Fantastic stuff. Similar shot for Mervyn available.
Green.
The jack does travel quite a bit on this surface. You know, if it's just hit, it just needs to make contact with that green ball. It will release the jack.
Potentially making a couple if it sits off the back of his other one. Cracking an egg on it, really, isn't it?
Yeah. Got a lot to do.
Yeah.
One shot, Scott Edwards.
Really good match play from Scott there, really, isn't it? It's winning those little battles every end.
Set score 2-9
It's a long old
after
game,
7.
and you've just got to keep plugging away and winning those ends, as you said earlier.
Yeah, it just takes that one good bowl, doesn't it? If you're struggling with a couple front end and just steady the ship and just try and find that length. He has done. Finished in a very good position as well.
Did.
So 9-2, going into end 8. Scott needs to just win this end. Mervyn needs a 3.
Jack length 24.5 metres.
I think Mervyn will be in that frame of mind now, knowing that the probability is the set's gone, so he'll be really focused on just trying to put a good end together. If he gets something out of it, that's a bonus. A good solid opener here.
That's a great start from Mervyn. Anything but the hole.
Great effort. A mile away again here.
Yeah, we can just get to the port.
Oh, great effort.
One red.
I think Merv's experience will come in here. I can't imagine. Hope he doesn't prove me wrong, but I don't think he'll be playing any running balls this end. He'll be wanting to just maintain that draw pace. We can go into the second set positive. Great balls from Scott. Doing some great stuff.
Fantastic.
Two
Do you
green.
think he'll run this, Jason, or do you think he'll just try and get something close?
Shot
Trouble
ball is
is,
this side.
there's nothing
3
on
inches
really,
short
is there?
of
You know,
jack.
his first one really would have to open something up and hope it creates something. I think he'll just play like you said, David, just try and get to it.
There's no real benefit in the long game, is there?
Nope.
To play anything heavy here.
He can draw the shot off the back green bowl.
Again,
The line was perfect with 2
it
feet.
it was. He needs a 3 just to stay in the set, so I don't think he's going to get a 3 out of that head, is he?
No, not the way it's lying at the moment. That's actually finished very well,
It
that
has.
side of the jack. That's where the grouping is. I see a 2, but I can't see a 3.
I think Merv will just play a backhand draw here again, just try and get a good pace. There's a lot else on.
He's just, like you say, David, just keeping that.
2 shots
draw
in the
away.
first set. Scott Edwards.
So it's going to be Scott Edwards taking this opening set. 11 shots to 2.
So important to use your head in those situations because, you know, we've seen in a lot of qualifying competitions where people just start chasing and running at things,
Yep.
and it does nothing going into the next set where you go on first ball after playing a full out runner, trying to get back on a draw pace. It just doesn't make sense.
Yep, so we start again. Into the second set. Don't forget, we are back with you at 2 o'clock today. Next of our World Open singles.
24.5 metres.
David Gourlay, MBE, takes on our Lincoln qualifier from England, Pat Briscoe.
Another cracking game. I watched Pat practice last night. He was practicing well.
Yes, he's been practicing at all times of day, I think. Oh,
He's been playing a lot of balls recently around the UK circuit as well. He's playing some good stuff.
he got a 5 a.m. practice the other morning.
Did he?
That's dedication.
That's not dedication, that's stupidity, Jason. 5 o'clock's bedtime. Yeah, good solid opening ball from Mervyn there. From Scott's point of view now, these first 2-3 ends of the second set are really big for him because how many times do we see somebody comfortably win the first set? And I think you can sometimes just maybe switch off a little bit.
Your bowl,
Yeah,
10
I think,
inch
like you
gap.
say, you're right. You just kind of over-relax sometimes, thinking, phew, I'm guaranteed a tie break. You know, you just think, I'll just relax a little bit, but you can't. You just need to keep pushing forward, pushing forward. The first 2 ends, like I say, of this set are just as important as 2 ends of the first set.
I think you can sort of fall into that little trap of just thinking, well, worst case scenario, I'm guaranteed a tie break, so I've at least got a chance, regardless of what happens in this set. It's you've just got to keep pushing and doing exactly what he's done before. You've got the added bonus of the draw, which is worth another shot.
That might just tempt Mervyn. You can still play that backhand round the short red bolt.
White look up again.
1 green.
Again, he'd be really frustrated with that because even if he'd passed the head, gave him a chance, didn't it?
Yeah, that's what I thought. He might have just had a little run maybe with his third bowl because he's just slightly struggling with his pace. So it might be worth just having a little go at that. Like you say, finishing past if you miss, gives yourself a chance with your fourth. He's just left himself a very similar draw with his last bowl.
And far away. Yeah, great ball. Might have made 2. And he's made it a slightly harder shot to play that runner you were talking about down that side.
2 green.
Yeah, now it looks almost certain that front green roll will probably go onto the jack now. But it's
Yeah.
solid.
The split was nice, wasn't it? Because he had a chance to get the 2 ball, 1 through the gap. Back to the draw again for Merv, I think. Lift on his own. Certainly a higher line. A lot of work to do from there, man.
2 shots, Scott
2
Edwards.
shots.
0-2, first set. Second set. Jack
Slightly
length,
longer from
25
Scott.
meters.
He put that jack a little bit longer and he's actually put his first ball where the jack has been.
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
given
sure.
Mervyn a chance.
He has.
Yeah, and he's taken that
Yeah,
chance as
been
well.
Another massive part of the game that people sometimes underestimate is that jack length. If you're dominating on a particular length, got to try and keep it there as much as you can.
You were saying this earlier on in the week. How many times do you walk into a club and see anyone practicing with a jack?
You don't?
Never see it, do you? Never see it.
One red.
If Mr. Dixon back at home is listening to this, he'll know he'll be cringing right now because I do call him the worst jack thrower in the whole of the world. He is horrendous.
Say what you mean,
You
David.
you can guarantee you'll lose 2 jacks a game. Good job, he's a great lead. Yep, two good balls from Merv.
2 red.
These are the balls you want to get, just where he's got a chance to put a good end together. If he can nail this, real kick in the teeth. Running.
Well, that's the first time Scott's let Mervyn off. Mervyn really needs to take full advantage of this now and just slot this third shot in.
Just that 2.5 feet a yard difference on that jack.
Yep.
What a difference it's made.
It shows, like you say, doesn't it? Just the jack in the wrong place and lose a 2 or a 3.
Just needs to run a touch with this. Yep, he's in there for 3.
3 shots,
end.
Mervyn King.
Set score 3-2 after 2 ends.
Yeah, that's right.
Jack length 24 meters.
Yeah, this Merv gone straight back to that length that Scott's just put on. line here from Scott. Not a bad pace neither. Well, you can just tell Merv's fishing a little bit because it's very rare to see him change his hand after his second ball.
Yeah, he doesn't do it very often. There's still plenty of room, isn't there, obviously, around that bowl. Sometimes change your hand, change your pace.
One red.
Being forced back onto that backhand again. Like that. Just seems to be sticking on that high side for Mervyn. He's just not quite getting back to centre. It's in there for shot though.
Yeah, just struggling, isn't it, on this shorter length? Just slightly narrower this year, that hand. He's playing with a very good bias bowl as well, isn't he? He's playing with his tail at ace.
Yes, yeah.
It's a strong bowl.
Got a good line again here. He's increased by 12 inches, he should be there. Ball's in, he's shot. Yeah, good ball.
I favour red.
One green.
No, you're right. Green, perfect.
About 9 inches past jack high.
Attacking.
Yeah, trying to get underneath everything.
He's very close. Oh, he doesn't want the thin. Oh,
dear.
Want the thin.
Was looking to get underneath the pack and the jack to the green bowl.
Yeah.
Bad connection, so it's going to be Scott given, must be 5 feet there now, just to make a 3.
Yeah, what's known as a penalty kick really, isn't it? You wouldn't expect him to miss with this. Certainly on a high enough line. Pace required. Yeah, very good.
3 shots, Scott Edwards.
Set score 3-5 after 3 ends.
Do you think this one will be 24 metres this time, Jason?
I don't think he'll be trying it for 24 metres.
I'm expecting this one just around them first 2 spots.
Very difficult with the mat back, isn't it? You're playing to an imaginary spot, you can't really see the spot from the mat. Not like in a pairs game where your player can put your foot there where you need it.
That's right. He has just gone that touch further again.
Yeah.
Black blank 25 meters.
Just slightly further.
Doesn't look bad. Oh, great opening ball again. Really solid this game, yes.
He's playing some good stuff. Just not letting Mervyn settle at the moment.
He isn't.
Got plenty of ends left.
hit the nail on the head there with that word settle as well. It's the last thing you want Mervyn to be, settled, because when he's flown, he's deadly, and he's just not getting that chance, is he?
No, he's just playing just a couple of loose balls.
1 green.
He just hasn't had that chance to play himself into the match, has he? Sometimes you can struggle, but get the chances to stay in there, but Scott's just peppering every end at the moment, playing some really good balls. Not bad again here.
Just get to the jack. Something centre would be very good. Well, it's a good ball, but a little bit of a target. I'm just wondering whether Merv might play down at the backhand at these.
Yeah, he is indeed. Does he get back?
It's wide.
Got his own ball.
Well, he'll give himself a chance with his last ball. Nearest ball's a yard away.
Yeah. I know he's done a massive hit at Merv. I thought he might have gone a little bit quicker at that, just to free his arm up a little bit and
2 green.
kickstart something. Plenty of room there for Mervyn. Big ball this, actually.
Yes, but the score line as well. 5-3 line, definitely 2.
Time not called.
Seems to be
Mervyn
taking a
has 4
time out there,
timeouts
just to give him a few extra seconds. Think about this.
Yep, it's the first time out that's been played. You get 60 extra seconds just to think about this. Each player gets 5 timeouts throughout the game, and if it goes to a tie-break, they get an additional timeout.
A better line than Scott was. PS required now. Needs to slow. Needs to slow. Run out.
Two shots, Scott Edwards.
Well, that's a bit of a miss. Mervyn would normally put 8 balls inside that.
After 4 ends.
To that
Black
original length.
23.5 metres.
Oh, that's
Almost
first 2 spots.
perfect, wasn't it?
Yeah. Oh, how well Scott's played. I think there's Merv won 2 ends in the match, or is it 3 ends?
He's won 3 ends in this
the
match, yep.
yeah. Some going after, what now, 14 ends?
Played, yeah, this is the 13th end of the game.
I think. Another great start again. Merv's a mile away here.
Nearly beat this.
Yeah, great ball.
What's the gap, please, Francis? Yeah.
4-inch gap.
Hold 1, do I?
Hold 1.
And for a little bit of cover here, a couple of foot behind the jack.
Yeah, definitely needs to finish past. Nothing for sure.
He looks under the line.
Merv can just play down into this, can't he, on the forehand, turn his own ball, get into the splits, very good.
2 foot over the strength, yeah, get into the splits. Nice result.
If he happens to miss, then he's going to finish in a decent spot for his 3rd ball. Just needs to bend down to a corner of his own.
Very close. No, he's played a great ball. Perfect.
Excellent, fantastic.
That's where Scott just needed that little ball past the head just to open up this third
One
ball
red.
for him. Got the draw on now.
Wasn't an easy ball that from Mervyn, that pace. Very
No,
difficult. Just a ball wide, wasn't it? Wasn't
It
far
was.
away.
Merv will be following that one in, trying to get that jack round the corner. Great line.
Can't be far away. He wants to get back to this jack now.
What a line this is.
Little touch on it. Oh, great ball. A little bit unlucky not to get the touch of the jack.
2 red.
Suppose he could have just flicked it open and gave Scott the running ball. He hasn't got a lot on now, has he? Even the draw, he could play a great draw and still be 2 down.
I'm just wondering that plant, yeah, it looks like the plant will just miss the jack. This is why I thought he might have just passed it with his second ball.
Definitely, yeah.
Timeout called. Scott has 4 timeouts remaining.
You think if we just play out this ball, if there's any jack movement at all, you think at least one of the green balls should move towards the rear of the rink. It just depends on the pace he decides to play it.
Yeah. 2 down anyway. He's going to be very unlucky to go any worse. Just doesn't want to leave Merv with an easy 3 shot.
Yeah, he's looking
Going
for
quick.
this split.
Got one of them. Action replay for Merv. Same ball again. Gets him back at right back at the.
Certainly
into the
does.
side.
Well, the line looks pretty
Yeah, it's
decent.
very
Just
good
needs to
again,
get
yeah.
under again.
Perfect.
Fantastic balls.
Great balls, Merv. Great balls. Great example again, Jason, isn't it, of how
3 shots, Mervyn
you
King.
construct a head all the way through an end.
Set score,
That
6-7
second
after
ball could
5
have
ends.
completely changed how that end panned out.
Yes.
If he'd got that a foot 18 inches past the jack. Opens up a lot more options of being able to attack the head, doesn't it?
Yes, it does. But 4 very well played balls from Mervyn King, and he gets himself straight back into this second set.
Without a doubt. That'll be a big confidence boost. Three absolute smokers. And that longer length again.
Jack length 27.5 meters.
Good solid opener again. I always love to think what the thoughts must be from both players at the moment, because you've got Scott who's thinking to himself, I've played so well for the majority of this game, but there's one shot in this set, and if he loses it, it goes to the tie-break where it's anybody's. And you've got Merv thinking, I haven't particularly played well, but I'm still right in this match.
Yeah, if you look at the stats, Scott Edwards has scored obviously a lot more. 18 shots to 8 shots. Scott Edwards has won 9 ends. Mervyn only 4.
Go to the last bowl, please.
Last bowl.
So yeah, sometimes it is psychological, isn't it? It has dominated
over
it, but
2 feet short
2
of
threes
Jack
in this
Mark.
set alone. He'd be eager to get this jack back for sure.
How far's the shot ball off the jack, Francis, please?
Shot bowl, 15-inch gap.
The big ball, this. Really important to get this close. A scrappy end.
Gets pushed through.
Yes. Another big chance for Mervyn if he can get this in tight. Don't think he's quite pushed.
No, turned his back on it.
Might get his own ball enough for another point. He has.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh,
Looks
it's
like
dropped away
2.
again.
Doesn't alter Scott's shot though, does it?
Not at all.
Just draw to that back red bowl.
The way he's played, he'd be fully expecting to get this, which is why it's such a big ball. He will not want to drop this 2, if it is 2.
Francis says he fancies that front bowl.
Yeah.
He's having a
Time
think
out
about
ball.
this, Scott. He's not,
Scott
he's
has
not thinking
3
about
timeouts
drifting
remaining.
down for the jack, is he, on the other hand?
Would you?
One red
I don't think
and
I
a
would.
red.
It's not a very pretty shot to play at, that one, is it? You're literally playing jack, aren't you? You've got a 3-inch target.
Maybe thinking, I've not really found it with 3. Do I go again and try and just get to that, or do I drift? I think he's going to play this, you know. I think he's going to play down through the hole for the jack. The way his bowl's sat in his hand, unless he swaps over.
Not a fan.
I think he is. I think he's going to play his forehand with weight through the pack. Jack in the ditch for a 2 or a 3, maybe. He is.
A mile away, but he's wide. I don't know.
There's certainly a lot of room for second, David, but like I said, sometimes when you think, well, I've just not found it with 3 bowls, do I chance not finding it again? It wasn't a massive head, was it? It was a bare jack. I think what he was looking for was the jack solid and then onto the back bowl as well. Drag it into the ditch for a 3. It's going to be 1 and a look.
Oh, yeah.
The way he's been playing, I thought he might have drawn that, but it's up to the player, isn't it?
It
So
is.
You play,
It is.
You play what you want to play.
You do. You've got to play it with full confidence.
Last thing you want to be as a player is when you're on the mat, still deciding
Two
what
minds,
you want to play.
yeah. I think possibly he still was, though. Do you not think?
Yeah, well,
He looked at it 2 or 3 times, didn't he?
yeah.
2 shots.
Two shots, Mervyn King.
Come on.
Just shows you the experience of Mervyn, doesn't it? Just keep plugging away, just wait for something to change or happen. Has done. Sees himself just in the lead now of this second set, 8 shots to 7.
I I've always said, Jason, the top players always you've got to find a way to win, even when you're not playing at your best. You've got to be able to
27
scrap a
meters.
win or battle a win. How many times do we see it through a tournament where somebody just scrapes through and then goes on and runs away with it in the end?
Yep. You normally do have that bogey game, don't you, in
You
any kind
always
of
do.
tournament?
Yeah.
Like I say, it's how you get yourself through that bogey game.
Yeah, great opener from Merv, keeping the pressure on. Hold this line, is he? Yeah, he's good. Good solid opener from both players.
He's playing himself back into this. He's just starting to find his rhythm.
1 red, last ball.
He will without doubt be thinking to himself, there's a little chink in the armour here as well. Because it's gone now, the end's gone, and he played it with confidence, but I just think the way he's drawn throughout the game, I fully expected him just to walk away and drop that within that 18-inch. He's definitely seen an opening here, and he's just got to keep putting the pressure on Scott. Get through this set. Good ball there.
Yeah, 4 good openers.
1 red.
He just slip round his own and then fall back. It would be brilliant. Just going to get wrecked.
Just fatten that head up a little bit.
1 red.
This is a time where I would possibly say, would you go through this a little bit?
Yes. Definitely reach that, can't you? Reach the 2 balls, drag the jack.
Yep. Right down the neck of this, he's close to the balls. Yeah, great. Oh,
Always been unlucky. It was a very good hit. Just locked in. Just slightly more
1 red.
thicker. That would have gone out the head for
2 or 3.
2 or 3, yeah.
Pierce required here. Great line. Not quite, maybe.
1 red.
I think Scott will play down his backhand now, just try and get to the red bowl. Even if he lifts his own ball over
Drop his
once
own
or
ball
twice,
over.
yeah, that'll be the shot.
Probably enough if he just flops it over, but has he played it?
Well, he's playing his forehand. He's going
One
again.
quick again.
Don't want to get rid of his own.
It depends his back green ball, how close that is to the spot. At first glance, I still thought it was 1-2 red.
Everyone's looking at it.
Umpire, please. Measure for shot.
Well, it's a measure for shot. I thought he'd been a little bit unlucky at one point. That's a bit of handy work
Yeah,
there.
I was
for
just
Francis,
thinking
wasn't
that,
it?
yeah.
My gosh, right behind the back.
Nice one to red from here.
Yep, on to red.
Disappointing he didn't put his leg over his shoulder.
One shot, Mervyn King.
Gonna do a job, do it properly.
Set score 9-7 after 7 ends.
Show us how it's done.
What do you mean? I'm sitting like that right now. Just doing my yoga.
Okay. Oh man.
I struggle to get my leg up to fasten my shoelaces, never mind over my shoulder.
Jack length 26.5 meters.
Oh, a real turnaround in this game.
Yep. 3 ends on the bounce now for Mervyn King. 6 shots scored in the last 3 ends. Scott can afford to tie this, so 2 shots in 2 ends. Just steady the ship a little bit, I think.
Yeah. Yeah, good solid opener here. Not bad.
Your bowl, 22 inches.
There you up, Mervyn. And again for Scott here. Getting tight to that jack would be very good. Great road again. Yeah, good balls.
2 green.
Needs to get back to the green ball. Just going to drift by.
Yes.
Big chance now for Scott Edwards to put a lot of pressure on Mervyn with his last ball.
Ideally just sitting maybe 4 inches short of the jack, just taking that little sit off his back 2 balls away. Needs to run, I think. Yeah, just catching the front.
I'm a bit disappointed with that one.
You will.
Timeout called. Mervyn has 3 timeouts remaining.
Mervyn's maybe looking at this little backhand shot down underneath his own, or will you just go follow his last?
Just follow his last, I think.
Yeah. Not a mile away. Looks like he's made a great adjustment.
Yep, here comes number 1.
Shot ball coming in. Great play.
Well, I think that just leaves Scott something very similar.
There's a little, that shot I talked about just underneath Merv's down the backhand. He could turn it away for 2, but looking at it.
Timeout called. Scott has 2 timeouts remaining.
There's enough room to get Mervyn's through the balls. He's just going on the drop.
I think the jack can bounce anywhere, that's the issue.
Could, yeah. Stalking this. Quite likes it.
To farm, I think.
Yeah, he's over.
One shot, Mervyn King.
Set score 10-7 after 8 ends.
Well, it's looking like we could possibly go into a tie break here. Scott Edwards needing a 3 on this final end of the second set.
Credit to Mervyn for finding that form when he's needed it. He's played some really big balls.
Jack length 26 metres.
Didn't like that when he let go of it. He's gone that high line again.
High ball, please.
Just over 3 feet.
Just over again here, I think, isn't he? Just got a little bit of a chance
My
here.
one, Francis.
2 feet.
Yeah, let's let him off again. Mr. Sawbridge is getting ready to watch your game, David. Tell him to stick to short, Matt.
Yes. I might be after tomorrow.
I nicked his bowls for a game, but I didn't put him as close as him, so I gave him back.
Yeah, he's a great short bowler.
2 green.
I found it very interesting. I found the tactics completely different, you know, and it was great. Really, really enjoyed my weekend there at Essex.
Very popular format of the sport.
Short Matt, yeah, fantastic. Very friendly as well. Found it
Yeah.
very, very friendly.
Still chances for Scott, eh?
Of course, you don't need anywhere too big with the short mat. That's the great thing, isn't it? You can get a couple of mats, and as long as it's pretty flat, you can get them laid down and get playing.
Absolutely, yeah.
Get the villages playing together as well. Fantastic stuff.
Yeah, we see many short mats out in community halls, clubs.
Well, Scott, you're giving yourself a chance. That's all you can do.
Exactly, yeah.
Mervyn will be aware of this head now. Looking very lonely, that red bowl.
1 green.
Wondering whether we'll draw down this forehand. The backhand is still available, but he won't want to put them together. That's the issue, isn't it?
I think your shot is, you know, if he can pass, even if he passes the shot ball and gets to that back green ball,
Yeah, just
takes the 2 shots away, doesn't it? So
even if he draws, like you say, just draw to this back green bowl, that takes away the draw with the jack.
it's the perfect result if he gets inside of this back ball. And there
It's
it
a
is.
very, very clever bowl. Very clever bowl. Playing the other side of the head, even though he hasn't been playing that side for this end, you know, it just says it didn't want to put the 2 bowls together because Scott could have played them away. Was aware that obviously the other shot was Scott was able to just drag the jack back. So he's covered both really. He's got another red in the head and stops that trail. Now how do you get rid of these 2?
I think the only shot he's got is to go quick down the backhand, or is it his forehand? Top edge of
Scott has
Merv's
one
front
timeout
ball,
remaining.
but potentially get his other one without touching the jack. Leaves him 3 shots. That's the only way he can get it.
That'll take some driving.
It's there. There's plenty of gaps there if he catches the right angle. He's relying on a lot of luck of no other contact on jack or balls.
Yeah, he could drive the front green bowl onto the red ball as well, and the ball he plays will automatically run through the head. He's going to need to make some contact with the other red ball. Just concentrate on hitting the target, and then just hope Lady Luck's on your side.
Cross everything. I think this will be a short, that's for certain. He's close to the ball.
Wide.
No, he's gone. Tiebreak it is.
One shot, Scott Edwards. Second set, Mervyn King. Match tiebreak.
So, what a great comeback from Mervyn King. A very professional and well done job for the second set. So we're going to a match tiebreak. See who wins this toss. The coins.
That end, was it end 5, Jason, where we talked a lot about that last ball?
Mervyn won the toss and was elected to give Scott the jack on the first
turning point in the
end.
game for me.
Yes, definitely. Yeah, played 2 monster bowls that end. That has definitely turned this set round.
It was feast or famine for him, wasn't it? If he missed as he did, he left he gave Merv a very, very poor 2, really. If he got the jack, it probably won the game for him.
Well, Mervyn's won this coin toss, so he's chosen to give the jack away on this first tiebreak end.
23 metres.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Little laugh from Scott. Just made it by about a centimetre. Yeah, Mervyn wanted the last bowl.
I'd be bowling this one with my little finger. That will be a quick end.
Remember, tiebreaks are just ends won. It doesn't matter how many shots you score per end. Just the ends. First player to win 2 of the ends will go through to the second round and will face the winner of the next game up. Each player has been given an additional timeout as well for the tiebreak.
Good adjustment here. Yeah, well played, Scott.
How far have I gone, Francis?
You are 20 inches past jack high, 1 green.
Good ball coming in here. Really good.
2 green.
How short is that played?
Last bowl,
Finished just slightly short as well, which is quite good.
9 inches short of jack high.
There's a little bit of doubt into Merv whether he might need to just play something a little bit different.
Timeout called. Mervyn has 4 timeouts remaining.
Set up a nice header here, Scott. He's got a good back play. Ball's pretty much locked into that back ball as well. Well, we'll certainly be chasing this to try and change something.
Yeah, there's a couple of options on the backhand. He can either stick to the draw and just play good pace right round that bowl. Or he can just elect to play underneath it. I think he'll just draw around it.
Draw, yeah. Did great at it. Great
1
at
green.
it. Probably a ball that sums up Mervyn's career, really, isn't it? I think a lot of people would have possibly gone for that quicker ball. Backs himself on the draw all the time.
Certainly does. Now Scott needs to get just another one in here. Mervyn can just chip this bowl away to win this end.
Don't think he was keen with that.
Well, two options for Merv. He can try again, just play the draw, just reduce a little bit of pace, or he can play a bit more direct underneath the front bowl. Chip the green bowl away, go to the right hand side of the jack.
Would you have given yourself a tie-break there? Sorry, a bit of extra time there, Jason. He left it at 2 seconds, didn't he? And just seemed to rush the ball in the end. Oh, he's managed to get it as well. He's got it.
To be fair, it was a fantastic hit. He didn't actually want any jack movement, but he got a little bit of the jack, and luckily enough, he's followed through with it.
First end, Mervyn King.
So, for the first time in this game, Mervyn takes the lead. That was a difficult ball with that pace, wasn't it? Right underneath there.
It was. It was a great ball.
Wasn't sure whether he was going to get wrecked or not.
To be fair, he probably played it with the right pace to get the result he did, to be fair.
Yep.
You know, had the momentum to follow on after he made the contact.
So Scott Edwards had the choice there of the jack. He also has chosen to give it to Mervyn.
Jack length 25.5 meters.
You said before the game it was going to be a battle, and it's certainly been that. It's been a great game. Really want this in close if you can. Doesn't look bad.
Certainly going to be number one.
Oh, it's a great ball. Into the right up behind it. And great ball.
2 green.
Past the last bowl, please.
Yes. About 9 inches past Jack Allen.
An awkward head the way it's set up as well, isn't it, with those 2 short balls. And navigate them to get into that short ball.
The line looks pretty decent. This is all reliant on pace now.
Oh, he's very close. Very close.
Oh, tremendous.
One red.
That passed.
Yep. 5.5 inches.
Clock ticking down to 4 seconds, but either way,
What's the jack solid?
looks high. Yeah, and I think he's got those timeouts available. I think he's let 2 shots go at a crucial part of the game down to 2 seconds and 4 seconds. I think it's been. I would have maybe just utilised those timeouts and give yourself a little bit more time.
Yeah, it's still got 3 left. Mervyn King has got the best back already.
Scott just needs clean ball, doesn't he? That's all he's looking for. It's all he's got, really, I think.
Yeah, Mervyn needs to beat the front green ball.
Which he has, yeah. So he needs top edge of that ball and none of his own, or jack in the ditch clean.
Yep. The jack's a long, long way from the ditch, as you can see.
2.
Actually, for me, he played the opposite side runner to what I maybe would have played, because he's looking for that top left-hand edge of the ball, isn't he?
Yeah, he can feather it through the hole.
Scott has one
He's sort
time
of
out.
limited himself to jack in the ditch down the other hand, because if he gets the red ball, he's probably got a 80% chance he's going to clean his own out as well.
Just wants a clean jack and then nothing, doesn't he? Come straight with it. As long as the jack doesn't go out the sides of the rink, he should get the shot, because there's a lot of room down there.
With that shot, yeah, I think if he plays the other hand with the runner, he's got both options. He can flick the ball out clean, he gets the jack in the ditch clean. I think he's got more options of not getting his own closest ball away. He's going the same again, I think.
And yeah, playing to chip this ball away.
He's certainly on a better line. I think he's got his own ball. Yeah.
Oh, he's been unlucky. He's hit the target, but it's going to be another single shot to Mervyn King.
Second end of the match.
He's going to see himself into the second round of this World Open singles. Well, what a bizarre game bowls is at times. Scott Edwards come out of the traps fighting this morning. Got off to an absolutely fantastic and consistent start to take the first set 11-2. Mervyn King, well, he showed all his experience, held in there, played 2 monster bowls on the 5th end of the second set to score a good 3, and then never looked back really. So it's Mervyn King into the second round here at Hopton-on-Sea. Thanks for joining me this morning, David.
Thanks for having me again, Jason. I've really enjoyed that game. Great
So
game.
let's have a look at what we have for the rest of today. 2 o'clock this afternoon, we have David Gourlay, MBE, facing the English qualifier of Pat Briscoe. Following that game, round about 3:30, Paul Foster, MBE, takes on Scotland's John McCrory, and the evening's game at 7:30, Mark Royal takes on little Catherine Rednall. Thanks for joining us this morning. We'll see you at 2 o'clock. Bye-bye for now.